What's happening, guys? It's Abhinav from PhoneBunch and welcome to our first look at the Samsung Galaxy On Nxt. Now this was sent to us before the actual launch, so I just have the MRP for now. It's Rs 19,400. I'll have the exact pricing, launch details all in description. Now this phone comes with 3 gigs of RAM, 32 gigs of onboard storage, a 3300 mAh battery running on the Exynos 7870 octa-core processor, and yes, you have a fingerprint sensor right here as well. 2.5D curved Corning Gorilla Glass 4. We'll talk about the rest of the specs as we move along. Let's have a look at what's inside the box. So we have got the Galaxy On Nxt, then you have some documentation, that's your SAR value because some do still want to know about that. You get a SIM ejector pin because you have a unibody, metal construction over here. You get the standard Samsung headset, we have seen this multiple number of times by now, and you have the micro USB to USB data syncing and charging cable with a standard 1.55 amp Samsung USB wall charger. So that is pretty much everything inside the box. The main focus here is the new smartphone. Now this looks exactly like the Samsung Galaxy J7 Prime because it is exactly that, but just for the online market. Now coming to the build of the device, on the right you have the SIM card slots as well as the micro SD card slot where you can have up to 256 gigabytes of storage. The volume buttons have great tactile response, they are very clicky. At the top there is nothing. And if you move to the right of the phone, you have the speaker there, something strange but we have already seen that, and you also have the power lock and unlock button. Moving to the bottom of the phone, you have the 3.5mm audio jack, micro USB data syncing and charging port, as well as the primary microphone. At the back you get a 13 megapixel camera as well as the LED flash. Now this one is sort of bluish in color, very dark blue, it's not exactly black. Now overall, the curved sides as well as the 2.5D curved glass in front actually make the phone very good to hold. Now moving to the front, you get a multicolor notification LED, you have the proximity sensor, and you also have an 8 megapixel front facing camera. Just below the display you have capacitive buttons which don't light up, then you have the home button which also doubles up as a fingerprint sensor. Now this fingerprint sensor is a bit different, I'll talk about that in a very short while. And as you can see, the home button is absolutely flush with the front panel. This is something different from Samsung. Now talking about the display, you have 5.5 inch 1080p panel covered in 2.5D Gorilla Glass 4. The viewing angles are wide, but yes, the colors do look slightly washed out, but only when you compare it with other phones. Now the fingerprint sensor, as I said earlier, is different. You don't need to press it anymore. It's a capacitive fingerprint sensor, just place your finger on top of it and your phone unlocks. And as you can see, it works faster than before and it is quite accurate. Now getting to that rear camera, you can quickly launch it by double tapping the home button and look at that shutter speed. Absolutely fast. You have HDR available right here, a pro mode which doesn't let you control much. You can record 1080p videos with the rear camera, and well, the front facing camera also did a pretty decent job in this lighting. Now here's a look at some of the camera samples. The color reproduction seemed really solid here. Focusing was fast, and as I already told you, shutter speeds were really good. So overall the camera does seem decent as of now, but again, we are going to test it a lot further. These are just our first impressions. Now getting to software, we have Android 6.0.1 Marshmallow running inside. The UI is quite fluid, I didn't notice any major lag throughout my testing, and yes, this phone runs on the Exynos 7870 which is known to perform quite well. Now you have theme support baked in as well to customize the user interface, and there is pretty much no bloatware on this device, it's very clean. And if you pull down the notification shade, you see the familiar options: S-Bike mode, Ultra Data Saving mode, Ultra Power Saving mode, and a few others. You can see right here too, Android 6.0.1, and we have the September security patch pre-installed on the device. Now this phone comes with 32 gigs of onboard storage, out of which you will get about 24 odd gigs, and as you can see, we are using a 256 gig micro SD card here. And well, USB OTG is supported as well. When no apps are running in the background, out of 3 gigs, we had about 1.5 gigs free, so multitasking should be good. Now some of the new features. You can lock and hide apps using Samsung S Secure app, that is again pretty neat. And then you have the battery profiles available through Samsung S Power Planning. So you can use it to reserve power for calls, extend battery life, and you can also get your calls forwarded when your phone is switched off. That is actually pretty neat. And then there's a secure folder using which you can either hide apps or you can install multiple copies of the same app. Now in terms of general performance, I didn't notice any lag on this device. Web browsing worked out great, apps opened up quickly, and memory management also seemed decent. So here are my first impressions on the device. The build quality is really solid here. The 2.5D curved glass coupled with the curved back of the phone do make it very good to hold in hand. It doesn't feel hefty, and due to the smaller bezels on the side, the phone actually feels a bit smaller than other 5.5-inch smartphones. So folks, that's it for this video. If you enjoyed watching it, do hit that like button. Also comment if you want to know something specific about the phone. Don't forget to download the PhoneBunch Android app where we are running a giveaway still. Thanks for watching, and as always, have a great day.